back, he cleans the stage, gets it ready, gives it the green, and then we've got the world's best action.
Can I go up to the
Just remember, everyone in life has got to be able to see as well.
Yeah. So we are set for some fabulous action. Great action out in the forest all day today, and we've seen a bit of road sweeping going on, and the cars have been sensational. Thousands of spectators out there today.
Yeah, and as you just heard, that car was just sweeping the track. Based on that, I've been sweeping the roads of Australia for many, many years. Nothing illegal, just sweeping the roads is what I've been doing. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you heard, there's plenty to come. So there's going to be WRC cars coming out first. We're going to save the 10 best as the last of that group of WRC cars, and then we go all the way through the ARC cars. For those that don't know what we're talking about, there's a few of you who may have come here just to kind of have a crack at looking at what this is all about. So WRC World Rally Championship and ARC Australian Rally Championship. Every one of them fantastic drivers, some better than most, but all very, very good.
Of course, this is the final round of the World Rally Championship. The championship has been run and won by Sebastian Ogier in the Ford. So we're now still trying to crown who's going to come second, who's going to come third. So there's a big battle going on between Oit Tanik and Mikkelsen. It's going to be a great race all weekend. We can't wait for the action tomorrow out in the forest. It's going to be great. And of course, we've got Rally Raceway in the morning, and we've got the Destination New South Wales Super Special in the afternoon.
And also, if I'm not mistaken, there's still plenty of room and tickets here tomorrow as well, so make sure if you've got any friends that are on that fence, sitting on the fence, not sure if they want to come or not, you should let them know to come on down. To let you know, we're only about 5 or so minutes, maybe 6 or 7 minutes away from the actual cars hitting the track, so we should get out of your ear and out of your face and let you get ready to watch these cars go around. Having said that, we're going to be commentating right through. We've got a little box we're going to hide in over there, and we'll fill you in on all the data you don't know or don't have at your fingertips. Having said that, there's plenty online you can look at if you try to catch all the details of what's happened out in the dirt today.
Yep. Also, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Any action you want to find out about, rallyaustralia.com.au.
Done, guys. We're going to get out of your way. Very, very soon the cars will be hitting the track. Let me hear make some noise so the drivers know you want them to come out. And look, I can't swear because there's children here, but there was a little bit crap if I'm honest. Go on, make some noise. Let's hear it properly. Here we go.
Yeah! Woo!
All right, folks, you're in for a ripper. We're going to go and hide our little box over there and let you enjoy it. We'll see you soon.
WRC Plus, the ultimate rally experience. With real-time GPS live map tracking. Follow every rally live. Who's leading? Who's just crashed? Where's your favourite driver? How are the teams performing? It's all
and on the start line sits the fast young Frenchman, the protege of Sebastian Loeb, Stéphane Lefebvre. Garbin Moreau sitting alongside him in the Citroën Total Abu Dhabi team, ready to go and lighting it up. I hope you're ready because the first car is on stage right now. It's by David Rose, Shane Jacobson alongside us. The first car through the Optus Yes berm. This is a newly defined circuit. It's fantastic. The famous shots, Rosie, alongside the Pacific Ocean as we send the fast Frenchman out for the first spin.
Nothing like it anywhere else in the world. Time doing it a couple of times this year as well. Slightly changed course, does it nicely. He's the pioneer. He's not going to throw it away this early around that famous new roundabout. Round around he goes and back again. Disappears from out of view temporarily, and a second goal at the jump. Here we go. Ooh. For the throttle. Maybe a mistake in the pace notes, or just didn't quite hear them properly. Doesn't matter. Well, it does matter anyway. He's still going. He's still pointing in the right direction. Back around the Optus berm, and the handbrake here.
Looks like I don't need them so far. I don't need to aim much so far.
So first car through, Stéphane Lefebvre goes through, and last time the times were about a 1 minute 2 seconds, 1 minute 1 second was about right, but the important thing, Coffs Harbour, we've seen our first run through the Destination New South Wales Super Special stage. Shane Jacobson, great to see World Rally cars back on the Coast Coast.
Mate, just fantastic to be here and watch it. I think worth noting though, for the people in the crowd that are wondering, the other drivers can't really see the track, can't see the screen, so if you just wanted you to tips from the cars in front of them, they can't do it. So feel free to walk up to the start line and give them your advice. They won't listen, but feel free to give it a crack.
How about this? We have second generation star Kalle Rovanperä ready to go in WRC2. The bigger names, the Sebastian Ogiers and the world champions, will be coming up shortly. But we've reversed the order to make sure that in WRC at least we have some of the big names coming up later in the show, and this is a young driver on debut in Australia.
Here he is.
Perry's famous finish fight.
Yes. Yes.
It was true, he started driving when he was 8.
No, that's
He's already got quite a bit of
that's what I'm talking about.
It became a bit of a YouTube sensation. It was a Toyota Starlet or something from memory that video got around of him throwing it sideways. This boy was born to drive, and that is very close to the concrete fence.
Great opportunity by Russell's Insport to give the young fella a couple of runs towards the end of the year. Who knows? But he's down under for the first time, just recently got his driver's license, given special dispensation by the government to go a year earlier because he'd been driving since he was 8, so it's probably fair enough.
Oh no.
Here it comes.
I know we spoke about before the cars got out, it's that thing, you can either go in tight and go a little bit slower, if you go high, so I don't know which one's going to be the fastest.
YouTube too. I want to put it up for my viewers.
So Rosie, first time's coming through, and that time from Rovanpera, a couple seconds shy of Lefebvre, but remember that is a WRC2 spec car. It's an R5 Fiesta, so to be only 2 seconds off the pace for a 17-year-old against a 25-year-old Citroen World Rally Championship driver. Not a bad first attempt. He's clearly not afraid.
It is indeed. So the cars are slightly detuned. They're pretty much the same spec. They're just not, in simple terms, they're just not as powerful. That have as much grunt. But in terms of mechanical spec and the rest, they're pretty much the real deal. WRC TJ.
62%.
Oh mate, such interest. I'm so impressed.
I missed that one, so I had to come in there.
We're keeping rolling that for you folks. The number 21 car on the course. At the jump,
it's the flying Greek Jordan Sertorini. He's now based in Belgium. He's got a Belgian co-driver along board, driving in the WRC Trophy class. And this is a fair old handful of a car to hang on to as well. So let's see how he goes. It's been an okay season so far. A couple of top threes, picked up a win in the Trophy class at the Monty event early this year.
I love the ways we say okay when we say third. I came third in a race once and there was only 2 cars in it.
Oh. Someone's going to get that fence at some point today, Shane. They're really getting close to the last 3 He's got himself a spur up by trying to come up to speed with this car for 2018, and this is a giant step up to some of the cars that Richie has been racing over the last few years.
Just for this. Dan, get ready. Okay?
Years, the variety of cars have been quick in anything he's done, but they've really taken a big leap here. The very, very experienced co-driver John Allen. He's won on tarmac, he's won in dirt. He's been there, done that, and he's loving this car. His description the other day was, "It's ballistic." We absolutely love it. Had a punch this morning late, which cost them a bit of time, and they're living a little bit, but they are having the time of their lives. They're loving it.
2014 Australian Rally Champion, 4-wheel drive champ. Irish blood, and there's plenty of Irish fans here to cheer on the likes of Chris Meek later in the big show when we get into the fast WRC cars. But this is nice stuff. Headed towards the finish line on his first run through. We'll see thinking about it. Yeah. Kiwi now basing himself over in Western Australia. Mike Young's done a lot of driving in this Asia Pacific Rally Championship, but this is a totally different kettle of fish from out there in the DS3 Citroen. Front-wheel drive car.
And obviously highly regarded as indicated by his seating order. The organisers put him way up in the ranks, if you like. A lot of sand being spread off the hump there, Destination New South Wales hump, jump, what you like, on that magnificent vista looking south towards the ocean. Here he comes again for his second run, disappears from view temporarily, pops out again behind the greenery, over the hump again, takes it nice and easy, jumps on the brakes again. Most of the guys I know saying that they're going to tune in and they're slipping. You notice that? They're going to be understeer on that.
And it's like they kind of learn a little bit going around the first time and then forget it.
Yeah. Lucinda, the best guys in the world. A couple of fun, in fact. And it is, as we keep saying, it's a special stage. It's a genuine stage. It is time at the second. We saw a change of significant change of position and leadership here last year in the ARC as well. So it is a very important stage as well as an entertaining stage. Now that's nice. That's nice.
I reckon that's roughly how you do that.
Yeah.
Second time through for the 25-year-old Frenchman. It's the youngest WRC competitor in the field. Just the one stage win throughout 2017. He picked that up at home at Monte Carlo in the opening event. And this is clean. Very nice. Back over the jump this time through. Stefan Lefebvre. This guy has big-time tickets on him, Shane, throughout the future. He's been picked up by Sebastian Loeb as a future rally star. He's only 25 years of age. 2014
This is louder than fireworks.
What do you mean? They obviously do. They just say, what we're looking at is greatness, and this is very levels.
Indeed.
The future greatest is Kalle Rovanperä goes for his second run through in WRC2. First ever competitor of Rally Australia to be born this millennium, scary thought. And this fast finish kid has huge amounts of commitment back through the cop and top.
Very, very interesting. Last year, folks, you might remember, we can't do year on year because the course was fundamentally changed. Not only doing 2 rounds around the jump, but instead of having to do donuts around the little hay bale down there, they just do this right-hand turn. And as we've just seen on our super screen, is the dirty great big bump that just right.
2001. To give you an idea of how long actually got his fast forward 17 years later just about, and his own son is in the field. It's been a long time that we've had a season this competitive.
And I'm tipping they had no idea that relationship was there, the correlation between those milestones. It's amazing. It's all sort of come together with Malcolm Wilson giving this young fellow an opportunity. By the way, folks, go back tonight in your hotel room wherever you're staying and YouTube it. It's a genuine thing. He was an 8-year-old. He was a superstar. He was a bit of a viral sensation, internet sensation. But there he is out, keeping it a bit straight this time around, and he's still having understeer problems. So, like, when you do that, you grab it by the scruff of the neck. You say, "Come on, baby, oversteer for me. Get around there."
So, from a 17-year-old to a 53-year-old. Bit of a difference. Jordan Sertorides, the Belgium-based Greek, on his second run through.
When he was still getting back into the scene around the R5 for a while before he went to sit there and went to the rest. But anyway, it's all about Richie Dalton at the moment. Still these cars with their gravel tyres struggling to get the front ends to turn in. They're not designed to do that. They're not slick tyres, they're not Parmac tyres. You know what, the other thing about it, it's getting very, very slippery down here in this hairpin turn. With all the rubbish being dragged, all the sand and metal being dragged by the earlier cars, so that's really going to affect the grip as well.
This has actually really altered my opinion of how I'm going to approach a roundabout from now on. I think I now know how to go over
the French roundabout.
Hold it.
This is what I'm saying. Look, we're dragging a lot of rubbish onto the track, and I think that
Malcolm Reed's head, his neck snapped forward off the berm that time. Plenty of handbrake to get the back end turned in this time. That's more like it from a front-wheel drive car. Very tough to get the back end around. Let's see if he uses the handbrake again.
I think he just did the tilted in and the big lift drop oversteer, which sometimes quite often works in front-wheel drive cars.
Oh, very crossed up.
That's what I was talking about.
The destination, New South Wales cop and top nearly caught him.
Ow! How can a front-wheel drive car do that?
And we should mention destination New South Wales, and for a moment there I wasn't sure what he was destined to be.
I think it's going to New Zealand, wasn't it? Destination New Zealand, just for a moment.
Have you brought your passport?
Yeah.
Don't forget your toothbrush. We should tell people too, it's a pretty apt time because it's got rally script on the back of the car.
See how this Mitsubishi Lancer handles for Atsushi Masamura. Tokyo, sitting alongside him, Akiko Nakagawa of Osaka in Japan, and that was a very cautious approach down to the crop and top that time. Oh, plenty of exit oversteer.
What a difference from the front ride.
Struggling for grip. Let's see over the jump this time.
Stopped 3 minutes this morning. They had some dramas in the water stage, so it's just third bar. So 3 minutes on the first. They lost on the first one.
Big water splash, wasn't it?
Well, it wasn't enough that they went through. They shifted most of the barrel.
They absorbed most of it. This crew's been competing together for 6 years in the Evo 10 that they've stepped up to now. Back over the jump. Next time by too much air. Also don't see too many right-hand drives getting around in the WRC, and he's very crooked. Needed 2 or 3 takes and used the handbrake to get the rear end around.
Oh, hold on to it, baby.
So a regular competitor in the Asia Pacific Rally Championship. Asia Pacific Rally Championship.
They are a different beast. Driving, funnily enough, but I tend to understand a bit of a scrabble and want to push straight ahead, so you need to drive in a particular way. And that's not too bad, not necessarily real quick, but at least it's nice and neat, and he's not dragging it straight. Reece Peter from RP Rally Sport comes from North here, in fact,
in
QLD.
Queensland.
He's from Nottingham, UK. He's out here and go driving for young Reece Peter, only 24 years old. He's a public servant, but we won't hold that against him. I'm sure he's a very nice man regardless.
Hello to anyone here from the tax office?
Yes.
Just personally don't want to make enemies here today.
Oh, my name's Dallas Dogger, I'm fine. I'm alright. Side there for Reece Peter.
Definitely one of the best drivers Australia has on record at the moment. Brought over this amazing AP4 Mazda, which he's been rallying in New Zealand. He actually took victory over there earlier this year at Rally Coromandel, and he has been very, very fast. His sister sitting alongside him. This young man from Victoria seriously knows how to drive, and in an AP4 car, he could really tackle the Australian Rally Championship.
Could indeed. He loves his car. As you say, when he went to New Zealand, he's got all sorts of interesting support. He's got lots and lots of names, hundreds of names, literally on the bottom of people that have chucked in a couple $100 to get him, to bring the car over the ditch. That was nice.
Well, if that happens to be a list of names of people he's flogged in the ARC, my name will be on that bottom because I've raced against him.
I'm
quick. He's
get that sent to you, then I'll delete that, then I'll do another one.
Win this weekend. Very, very quick former really young star.
A little later on in the show.
This is what happens when you're home, because you know all your mates from primary school and high school are in the crowd.
Correct.
You just find that extra 4% that doesn't exist in any other place or state.
That's why I need a camera.
He absolutely stole the show in 2013 when he drove the Mini. He's actually just knocked the front of the splitter or the very bottom off it. Going over the jump, and he's very close to the concrete wall. Coffs Harbour, it's your very own Nathan Quinn. Put your hands together for the local driver as he did everything. Second in points in the Australian Rally Championship. Double duties across the WRC and ARC this weekend, and he's a little bit more circumspect across the jump this time. Cheer him on, Coffs Harbour. Here comes your boy, Nathan Quinn.
Oh, he's awfully close to that concrete there.
Just roll out of the section just a little bit.